They left the communist regime in China to start a new life and a new business. How one couple became a success in America by tapping into global resources. Coming up next on Your Business.
MSNBC's Your Business has been made possible by Open. Open, how American Express serves small business.
Everyone, I'm JJ Ramberg, and welcome to Your Business, where we give you tips and advice to help your business grow with limited commercial interruptions. Now, if you think it's impossible to predict the next hot trend, not everyone would agree with you. Some would say you just have to know where to look. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve here in the United States, at least one designer says you have to go global.
If I can do more, if I can do better, that sense of a goal in your life is important.
Meet Mei Shi, a Chinese-born American with a global Rolodex.
We tend to say, well, let's check what they're doing in China now.
She and her global home design company, Pacific Trade International, are about to plunge into the high-end sheets and pillows market.
This will be our first time launching it in the U.S. to the consumers that we feel exist, that want clean, modern designs and with a global influence.
This isn't the first time Mei and her husband, David Wong, have ventured into new territory. They've both been adapting to new situations for most of their adult lives.
When I grew up in China, it was in the 70s, and I was fascinated with the American culture and the American lifestyle.
But in 1989, during her senior year of college, the repressive violence of Tiananmen Square ruined Mei's dreams for a diplomatic career.
We were all reassigned to go to different countryside and factories in order to work with farmers and workers to do what's called re-education.
But David and Mei could not accept this edict. After a hasty marriage, they packed up and left China for a new start in America. When's this picture from of you and David?
That was when we got married in Beijing, and I was 23, and he was a little older than 26, I think.
So this was before you came to the United States?
This is right before we came to the United States, yes.
With green cards in hand, they found a business world like nothing they'd ever seen back home in China.
There is no boutique stores, there's no chain stores, there's no stores that really offers anything inspirational.
So do you feel now more Chinese or more American?
That's a question that I feel is always a difficult one to answer. In the sense, I can call myself the new international kind of person where I feel very at home in both cultures.
Mei fused her extraordinary language skills and the ability to feel at home in two cultures, along with her passion for art and beauty, to seek her own destiny.
I have a passion for great design, and I was just one day wake up and say, why don't we do something that will explore my areas of creativity and design?
That's when Mei noticed something which most Americans take for granted, that glowing candlelit ambiance of a cozy neighborhood restaurant.
Candles is something we didn't see in China. So when we first came to the United States and had dinners in restaurant, the lighting was so dark, most of the restaurant, and we were not used to it.
This outsider's observation proved to be the birth of a business idea and the path for starting a family business making candles.
I bought Campbell soup cans, after you finish the soup. The can was a great mold. And we started pouring colors and wax and fragrances into it, and it came out with a very natural texture that we call it a modeled texture.
Using her Asian aesthetic, Mei developed styles not commonly seen in the United States at the time, and the chain store buyers snapped them up.
And then we started really expanding our categories of offerings. We have more colors and more fragrances and more heights. We started working with Bed Bath & Beyond and Nordstrom's, and it just started to really grow.
She stays ahead of the curve by talking to trendsetters and sourcing her products from factories across the globe.
We go to a lot of international trade shows in Europe and in Asia, so we can really find things that is ahead of the curve.
And now that she's entering another new territory, the pillow and sheet market, she's banking that her international vision catches the eyes of these American buyers.
I think they will respond to the same thing that our other countries' consumers have responded, which is some pretty striking design aesthetics. Take, for example, this bed. The black and white story is very popular now. Again, oversized flowers with botanicals, and we make it not so serious.
And you said, what, 70?
75 for queen.
I think the biggest difference is really the way we think. We can do it, and then we find a way to do it. And I think because you come from an international background, you tend to look outside for more solutions, not just within this marketplace.
What you been doing? What you been doing?